What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hattie here if you are new, and part 2, second day, second gym of the Texas gym tour, and I'm so excited. First glances as to where I am today, which is Absolute Recomp Gym. There are a couple. I believe there's one in Irving, but the one that I'm in today is Fort Worth, in for legs today. Very, very excited. Protein bar. Now, I'm not saying that this is a substantial pre-workout, nor should you be having it approximately 5 minutes before your workout. I found the Rise Fuel. Now, someone did recommend trying Rise whilst I was out here in the US, peach cooler, and it is basically an alternative to Monster, as it were. Very excited to try that and see what it tastes like in comparison to the Monster. Non-stim pre-workout. I drink my caffeine via Monster, and I have my pump product as opposed to a stim pre-workout. Christopher's Juicy Pumps. No idea the flavor, but that is number 1. And number 2 is the BUM, so the C-BUM collection, Essential Pump non-stim pre-workout, Rainbow Sherbet. I chose this one first. I feel like I'm going to enjoy this one more, but this is a lot of liquid for my pre. Normally, I have about this much, but either way, taste test, and then we're going to go hit some legs.
Turn up.
Okay, so just coming in, this is actually really cool. Everything seems so, even though it's like kind of dark because it's got the red vibe, it also seems quite nice and bright, but I think it's because the space is so big. This row looks like all legs. It actually looks cool. They've got a load of TVs. If you want to watch the news, a posing room. Not that she ever poses anymore. Cardio on a mezzanine upstairs. That's pretty cool. In the corner, they had a lot of Atlantis kit over by the front. This is all new tech. Now, I'm new to new tech. I've used it a couple of times, and that was at FIBO. If I find any new tech leg equipment, I'm gonna give it a go because I know that there was one piece of new tech that I really love. They've actually got a good variety. This is all arms, upper, pull, bicep. Got a little bit of calves going on, some Smiths at the ends. There's foam rollers which you can use. I'm not too sure about additional mats. I don't think you need them. A nice little matted area. Everything is placed really neatly. They're all in rows, and I'm so here for it. You've probably got, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 leg extensions I can see. 9. Prime, Panata. So this is actually really cool. So you have a massive variety on different brands on the same machine. So your little rig set of cables. So you've got your back, your interchangeable handles and everything. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Honestly, I don't think there's ever going to be a point that you come to this gym and you're waiting for a piece of equipment, which is so good. You've got a full row of legs, and then you move in and you've got some chest machine, then you've got some cables, and I think third in is going to be the bigger machines like a leg press, hack squat and things like that. So I might be dotting around a little bit today. A pendulum brand, which is the kind of like the true squat style. Might try that. You've got a hip press, squat pro, some wraps. This is on today's agenda, 100%. I quite like the Atlantis. I think the last one I used was in Miami at Powerhouse. That's a very alternative style pendulum squat, Panata, never seen that. I didn't even know what brand this is. I am honestly like a kid in a sweet shop. This is insane. At the back, you've got your more powerlifter weighted area. So it's the powerlifter style plates. You've got a load of different benches. Looks wise, 10-10. From what I can see, equipment wise, 10-10. I am very, very excited to get into this. And it just goes to show that sometimes different environments can give you that little oomph that you need. This is the Glute Builder brand. If I could have the seat like a little bit lower, feel nice, but I really like the pads when they go out and down, as opposed to when your fix locks in and you're literally just out. Starting on abductors. Warm up the ass. Nice. I've moved over onto the max pump, I think it's called. The seat is a hell of a lot lower, so I'm basically like my knees are on top of me a lot more and angled like that. It comes down to a point where it's almost parallel in with my hips, which feels quite nice. Warm up on this, do a couple sets. I think it's gonna be a full lower, I think. That's what I'm feeling. Next up, we've got the new tech, which is the adductor. So difference between ad and abductor. Adductor, you're going in, so you're hitting inner thighs. Abductor is outer, and you tend to hit more glutes. So that's why I prefer to do both of them. Doing adductors, probably going to work the same 3 working sets, I think. It's a lot heavier than some of the others that I've used. Doing a bit of a different set. I went a little bit too light and I realized that early on, but I was like, you know what, I can't be asked to just reset and re-weight. So I ended up just lifting my feet slightly. So normally both abductor and abductor, if you're putting too much pressure for your foot or your heel, you'll end up taking tension off the targeted muscle that you're working, whether that is your like inner thighs or your outer, and that's what I find anyway. So if you're driving through your heels and you're squeezing in, that's where some of the tension and the load goes. So I ended up basically, rather than be here and almost like, it's so hard because you can't see, but rather than like driving in through the foot, I had it relaxed pretty much. So like there was all the tension was on my adductor and like nothing on my foot. It got me a little bit of a sweat on, and I'm hoping I'm sweating out this cold from this, to be quite honest. Actually, I've never done that before, and I must have probably done upwards of 30 reps. Hamstrings. Now, normally on leg days, I know I'm not following a program, I know that. Normally what I'll tend to do is warm up joints either by stretching, which she hasn't done, or doing a hamstring before going into a quad-based movement, because it just kind of warms everything up a little bit. The seat on here is definitely lower and more angled than the Panata, so I don't know how that's gonna feel. So I'm basically just rapid fire warming up. I feel warm. I haven't done any quad-based movements yet, but I don't want to fatigue myself. So obviously I'm not feeling A1 in terms of health at the minute. Cold is very much prominent. So it's been affecting my breathing like a little bit. So I'm just literally gonna do a feeler, 1 rep on each weight that I was building up. I'm just gonna go in. I know that I hit 3 plates on Atlantis in Miami, which was what, 2 weeks ago, I think. So realistically, if it weren't for the cold, I should be at the same point. But cold mixed in with a single protein bar, and it is 20 to 1. Yeah, not ideal combo whatsoever, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna see how it goes. Worst case, I only get a couple of reps and I'll literally just pull the weight back straight away. So we shall see. A lot more quad dominant on this one today. It felt good, so I want to try and target a little bit more glute ham. Obviously you're going to still hit your quad, like in any sort of movement there's also going to be like a counteracting muscle that you're still going to hit. I'm almost leaning into the side, so when I come up I'm at a better angle for me personally to feel it more in my glute ham tie-in, and that's kind of like what I want to target. I could do straight on and have it as a quad dominant movement, that's also not a problem, but I just personally want to do that way and have it more focused on glute ham. But anyway, see how many sets we get on here, and then I might finish on like glute isolation, I think. I'm staring through your window looking up at the stars. Right, next up we've got the glute builder. I guess it's a hip thrust. I have gone on so many times about how I really struggle to feel movements in my glutes, in particular a hip thrust. The main ones that I do know that I connect with are a Smith machine, which is what I did the other week, which actually felt really good. And this one, believe it or not, I thought was a really, really rare piece of equipment. They have it in the Isle of Man at Elite Fitness in Douglas, and I'd never ever seen it before. I gave it a go and it felt so good. So what I've learned is essentially you choose where you want your shoulders, how far up you want. But when I'm in a hip thrust movement, I have to extend from here upwards So if I'm doing a normal hip thrust, I will tend to get to there and lock out and I don't feel it. I need to like extend more to feel it in my glutes. And this machine allows that, which is really, really good. So excited that they've got one here. I think I'm gonna finish it there because as you can probably hear, my voice is going. Is what it is. It's really annoying. Like I don't mind the voice. Breathing wise, the further I get into my session, the more I'm having to like rest and actually breathe. One, because I'm ill, so I'm having to like take longer rests. But also like actually having to breathe in is kind of quite sore now. So I don't want to overdo it considering that I will be training tomorrow at another new gym. I'm just gonna leave it on this for today. And there we go, that is my session done and dusted for the day. Obviously, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Apologies that like the voice, the croaky mess, but I genuinely love training in here. Like everyone is so friendly and I have a funny feeling that's kind of a bit of an American thing because I'm not, what's the word? I don't know. What I'm trying to say is I'm usually training at different gyms, even in the UK, and I feel like the welcoming is slightly different between the two. People seem to be like more friendly. I guess as well, if it's a close-knit gym and everyone knows everyone, if it's a regular gym, if you see someone new, everyone's like, hey, how are you? So I spoke to a few guys in here and they were lovely. So I really, really rate that part. But the equipment, the variety, the amount, honestly, 10/10. I don't think I've been in a gym where they've had as much equipment. Like you're not going to struggle to get on basically if you're waiting. Like even that one, the glute build, there's two. Something that's normally a one-piece kit, they've got two. So anyway, yeah, very, very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I need to go and rest myself on my throat, so that'll be fun. But a successful little pump going on, kind of. I hope. I don't know, but full lower done, targeted everything. I did a bit of quads, hands and glutes, which was nice. Yeah, obviously if you guys are in or around the area, as I mentioned, this is the one in Fort Worth. So definitely come and check it out. Highly recommend. I've had a great time. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy watching today's session. And make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep the channel growing. I'm very, very excited for the continuation of this States tour and trying out different gyms. So make sure to turn on the post notifications so you don't actually miss any. Obviously as well, go follow my Instagram because you can keep up to date on there. I've been a little bit slack the last 2 days just because I've had a lot going on and I've been ill, but you will see more and more in terms of content, what I'm doing, where I'm at, if you go and follow my Instagram because I'm active pretty much daily on there. So yeah, make sure to check it out. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, stay tuned for the next one.